Hi, I'm Howard Chui for HowardForums.com. Here's the Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant. The Vibrant has a 4-inch Super AMOLED display with a 10,000:1 contrast ratio, a 1 GHz Cortex A8 processor. It runs Android 2.1 with TouchWiz 3.0 on top. There's a 5 megapixel camera that can record 720p HD video. There's also DLNA support and extensive video codec support. There's 16 gigabytes of memory built in, which you can expand with micro SDHC card slots. Let's check it out. So on top you have a 3.5mm headphone jack, micro USB slot for charging and syncing. That's a power button, volume buttons, and a lanyard connector. On the bottom there's a hole for the microphone. And on the back is the 5 megapixel autofocus camera with no flash. The holes are a speaker. In front, you get a home button, menu button, and a back button. Now let's compare the Vibrant with the Google Nexus One. The Nexus One also has a OLED display, but the Vibrant is a Super AMOLED display. It's basically a newer version of it. So the Vibrant display is more resistant to reflection. You see how the Nexus One, you can see me in the video more. The Vibrant also has a better viewing angle. Don't pay attention to the brightness of the Nexus One. I turned the screen brightness down. But you see how the Vibrant, you can see it better off angle. So that's nice also. See, notice the reflection. You can see the camcorder in the Nexus One, whereas you can't see it on the Galaxy S. And yeah, it just looks better off angle. The Vibrant also works in sunlight, whereas the Nexus One's display turns black. Now let's compare the size. The Vibrant is a little bit wider because it has a bigger display. It's a little bit thinner, although the Galaxy or the Vibrant has a hump at the back. Now, I don't have an iPhone 4, so we'll just compare it with the 3GS. The 3GS is a little bit thicker, although the iPhone 4 should be thinner than the Vibrant. The Vibrant is a little bit wider because it has a bigger display, and it's longer. Now, besides the Android keyboards, the Vibrant has a swipe keyboard. So basically, you just slide your fingers and form the words on the keyboard. Check it out, it works quite well. I'm trying to hold the phone centered on the camera, and I only made one spelling mistake. Software-wise, you get 7 home screens, which is way too many, I think. There's support for the Android widgets plus Samsung widgets. There's shortcuts, folders, and wallpapers. To get to the menu, you press the menu button. And notice how the launcher at the bottom stays persistent across all the screens. Oh, and you can have multiple menu screens. So here's the DLNA client. You can use it to send videos to your TV or play videos from a server, or go through your server, which then goes to your TV. That's if you need to transcode. Alright, onto the camera. Now the Vibrant has a 5 megapixel camera that can record high definition video. So it's reasonably fast for a 5 megapixel camera. Here's the shot to shot speed. It's decent. That's not bad. Now, here's the camcorder. Shoots 720p, that's 1280 by 720 at around 25 frames per second. So let's see how the quality turned out. It's actually not bad. It's comparable to a low-end camcorder. Samsung includes a daily briefing program which has the weather, Associated Press news, stock reports, and your calendar. There's a GPS navigator program that's from Bell. It's really just telenav. Remember that Google Maps has voice-guided navigation now in Canada, so try that before you pay for telenav. Now, besides the Android market, you also get Samsung apps, which is just programs for the Vibrant that are provided from Samsung that you can't normally get from the Android marketplace. There's a social hub program, TV and radio, which is another Bell program. Social hub works with Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. I'll be honest, due to the time constraints, I didn't have time to play around with it. Check it out. That's a 720p MKV that someone else loaded on my phone. So yeah, it can play back 720p MKVs plus DivX files and MPEGs plus MP4s. Now, one of the coolest Samsung apps which you can download is this program called Road SMS. Basically, it uses the camera so that you can see where you're going while you type in SMS. Check it out. Or my finger's kind of blocking the camera, but you get the idea. Now, as far as performance goes, I observed around 7 to 9 megabytes per second when I was copying stuff to the built-in memory. RF performance was not as good as my Motorola Milestone. The Milestone was able to place calls where the Vibrant wasn't, although the Vibrant is better at hanging on to calls, although the calls are unintelligible at times. I thought the sound quality was a little on the muddy side, but it's still acceptable. Overall, I really like the Samsung Galaxy S Vibrant, mostly because it has an amazing display. I mean, really, it would make my TVs jealous. The rest of the phone is also pretty good. The screen is nice and responsive, and it has a nice, fast processor. Anyways, I'm Howard Chui for Howard Forums. Thanks for watching.